need checking for this. Conclusion 2 follows. If you cannot decide among both of them, either. But here you are deciding that this is not following. If this is not following, this definitely will follow. So conclusion 2 follows here. Complementary. If one of the premise is negative, if one of the premise is negative, if one of the premise is negative, the conclusion must be negative. If one of the premise is negative, the conclusion must be negative. All grasses or trees. No tree is a shrub. Conclusion 1. No grasses or shrubs. Conclusion number 2. Some shrubs or grasses. If one of the premise is negative, the conclusion must be negative. This and this is negative means conclusion negative. Usually how we follow is, for direct conclusion, what is the middle term? Trees. One of negative, no grasses or shrub. No grass or shrub follows. If this is following, automatically this will follow or not? This is different and this is different. No grasses or shrubs. Some shrubs or grasses means you can take. But no grasses or shrubs. Some grasses or shrubs means you can take. But here it is reverse given. Whether it follows or not. Draw the diagram. All grasses are trees. No tree is a shrub. Some shrubs or grasses, we don't know. No conclusion. Will not follow. Next. If one premise is particular, if one premise, one statement is particular, the conclusion must be particular. Some boys are thieves. All thieves are dacoits. Conclusion 1. Some boys are dacoits. Conclusion number 2. All dacoits are thieves. If one premise is particular, conclusion is particular means thieves should not come. So some boys are dacoits. Some boys are dacoits. And particular and universal means universal cannot come. Even if you draw the diagram also, it cannot be tallied. Some boys are thieves. All the thieves are dacoits. Means some boys are dacoits. All dacoits cannot come. Even you did not draw the diagram. Here itself we can decide. Last but one. You only can say the answer. If both the premises are affirmative, if both the premises are affirmative, means positive, the conclusion would be affirmative. If both the premises are affirmative, the conclusion would be affirmative. All women are mothers. All mothers are sisters. Conclusion 1. All women are sisters. Conclusion number 2. Some women are not sisters. Again complementary pair. Which one will follow? Either or first one or second one. First one will definitely follow. All the women are mothers. All the mothers are sisters. Therefore, all women are sisters. This follows. When this is following, this cannot follow. Complementary pair. Last one. If the major premise be affirmative, the conclusion must be particular. If the major premise be affirmative, the conclusion must be particular. All plays are stories. Some poems are plays. Conclusion 1. Some poems are stories. Conclusion 2. All stories are poems. All stories are poems. Which one will follow? All plays are stories. Some poems are plays. Some poems are stories. Follows. All stories are poems. Cannot follow. Conclusion 1 will follow. Now I will give 20 questions given in the campus recruit process, some from L&T, some from HCL computers. So see how many you can solve and tell the correct answers. Pass on that back. Are boards. Conclusion 1. All windows are boards. All buildings are boards. Some boards are doors. Your answer is all follows. All follows is correct. Statement 2. Some desks are chairs. Some chairs are pens. Some pens are drawers. Conclusion 1. Some drawers are desks. Some drawers are chairs. No drawer is chair. None follows. Correct? None follows. About the third question, all flowers are trees. Some trees are houses. All houses are wheels. Conclusions, some wheels are trees, some trees are flowers, some wheels are flowers. First option. First option. 1 and 2 follows. Coming to the fourth one, all furnitures are jungles. No jungle is road. Some roads are hills. Conclusion 1. Some roads are furnitures. Some jungles are furnitures. Some hills are jungles. Second option, only 2 follows. Fifth one, some boxes are hammers. Some hammers are heads, beads. All beads are rings. Conclusions, some rings are hammers. Some hammers are boxes. Some rings are boxes. 1 and 2 follows. 1 and 2 follows. Sixth one, all benches are desks. Some desks are roads. All roads are pillars. If you are referring 1 and 2, you refer. 2 and 3, you refer. 1 and 3, you refer. Otherwise, checking the answers only, conclusions already given. So draw the Venn diagram and then check up. So for sixth one, some pillars are benches, some pillars are desks, some roads are benches, no pillar is bench. Here, some pillars are desks, no pillar is bench. Some pillars are benches, no, okay, no complementary pair. Some pillars are bench, no pillar is a bench. Complementary pair is there, no, 1 and 4. So either 1 and 4 should follow if both are not following. What is the answer for this? Third option. Only either 1 or 4 and 2 follows. Statement 7. All houses are pens. All windows are pens. All pens are boards. All houses or boards will follow. All windows or boards will follow. Some boards or houses will follow. All houses or boards, when you are saying, what is the necessity for saying some all houses are boards? You can say because some houses it should not be. Okay, what is the answer? All follows. Eighth, all pens are books. All books are chairs. Some chairs are desks. Some desks are tables. Conclusion 1. Some tables are chairs. Some desks are pens. Some chairs are pens. All pens are chairs. What is the answer? 4. Only 3 and 4 follows. Ninth question. Ninth question. First option, none follows. 10th question. Fifth option, all follows. 11, first, 1 and 2 follows. 12th, for simple interest and compound interest. Simple interest and compound interest. Already you know the topic. I am not going deeper into the topic, just 2-3 models you have. Just I wanted to clarify those 2-3 models. We all know that the formula for simple interest is equal to PTR by 100. PTR by 100, principal, P is the principal, always you must refer the principal in rupees. Whenever you are using the formula to calculate, principal must be calculated in rupees. T, time should be in years in the formula. 5 months means 5 by 12 years. 17 days means 17 by 365 years. You must convert them into years. R is rate rate percent per annum, rate percent per annum, and according to the simple interest we have a formula for amount also. Amount is equal to P into 1 plus TR by 100. The formula for amount as per the simple interest is P into 1 plus TR by 100. But better than this formula, amount you better take it as principal plus interest. That is better. Principal plus interest. And according to the compound interest, we don't have the formula for compound interest, direct formula. We take the amount. Amount is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n. Suppose principal is 10,000 rupees, R is 10%, time is 2 years, compounded annually. Compounded annually means principal become 10,000, R is 10%, n is equal to 2. Suppose if I say compounded half yearly, compounded half yearly means n will become 4, R will become 5%. 5%. Principal will be 10,000 only. That you have to keep it in mind. And as far as problems point of view is concerned, we will not use the formula. So, try to solve without using the formula. Taking the base as 100. Suppose if the principal is 100, time is 2 years, rate of interest is 10%. What is the simple interest means? How our calculation would be? Will be 100 is the principal at the rate of 10% means first year is 10 rupees, second year is 10 rupees, total 120 rupees. So simple interest will become 20 rupees. From year to year, the simple interest will not change. But as per the compound interest, 100 is the principal. First year 10% means it becomes how much? 110. So for a period of 1 year, there won't be any difference between the simple interest and compound interest. And second year again 10% means now this 10%, now this 10% will calculate on 110. 10% of 110 is 11, so 121. Suppose if you want to keep the amount for one more year with you, according to the simple interest, another 10 rupees you will pay, 30. But according to the compound interest, again 10% of 120 you will calculate. 10% of 121 is 12.1, 133.1 we calculate. This is the calculation procedure. But as far as campus recruitment test point of view is concerned, simple interest and compound interest, chances are very less. Asking the questions, direct questions are very less. Maybe one or two new models they may ask, right? And one more rule in simple interest and compound interest is, unless otherwise specifically asked, we will not calculate the compound interest. Calculate the interest means it is implied, thus we have to calculate simple interest. We have to calculate simple interest. Okay, write down one problem. Sum amounts to rupees 1340. a certain sum amounts to rupees 1344 in 2 years, 1416 in 3 years. Find the rate of interest per annum. See, he asked only to find the rate of interest. He has not mentioned whether it is a simple interest or compound interest. So our calculation will be according to the simple interest only. What is the difference, is it not? For 1 year period, what we pay extra according to the simple interest, we pay only the interest. So how much we have paid for 1 year? 72 rupees is the difference. So 1 year difference is 72 rupees means the interest is 72 rupees per year. Take any of the data, you can calculate. Amount is equal to 1344. In how many years this amount became 1344? 2 years. 1 year interest is 72 rupees means 2 years interest is 144 rupees.